In this session, we will try to continue to uncover loops and finish loops. The last loop that we will uncover is for each loop. It is most enhanced version of for loop. It was introduced in Java 1.5 version. It is used to get the values from an array or collection. So what is the difference? For primitives, we use for loop, and for arrays and collections, we use for each loop. So let's look at the syntax. How does a for each loop look like? For data type, var name or variable name, then array or collection, and you can write some lines of code in the loop. Let's close the loop. So let's see one example to demonstrate for each loop. Let's say I have an integer array called a, and I have 10 comma 89 comma 69 comma 34 comma 52 comma 77. Let's try to put the positions 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we have to use a for loop first, what we will do, int I equal to 0, I less than a dot length, I plus plus, and I'll try to print a of I. Let's compile. And execute. So I'll get all the elements in the array. This is a simple for loop. But if I have to use a for each, it's more straightforward. Int item and array A. Then let's try to run this program, compile. I need to just print the item here. Compile, execute. I'll get the same result, but for each loop is more advanced and less code. Let's see one more example. Say, for example, I have string array and say colors. And I have red, blue, green, say white, and black. I don't need to count the positions here. So for each string, color, and my array is colors, print color. For the sake of clarity, I'll just put uppercase each color. So it should print all the colors in uppercase. Let's try to run this. Compile. Execute. I'll get all the colors in uppercase. So let's summarize loops. While used if we don't know the number of iterations. Do while we don't know the number of iterations, but minimum execute the loop one time. For loop, if we know the number of iterations, use for loop. For each, if we want to get the objects one by one from an array or collection. The next statement is transfer statements. If we want to transfer the control from one place to another place, first transfer statement is break. It is used to break the loop execution based on some condition. Similarly, we have continue. It is used to stop the loop execution based on some condition and then continue from next iteration. We will see examples to understand these transfer statements. For example, if I have a for loop, say int I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. Let's get rid of this string array. So if I is equal to 3, then break. Else print I. So let's try to compile and execute. So what it does is it will start from 1, and if it is not equal to 3, so it will print the 1, increment to 2, not equal to 3, it will continue to else print 2. It is equal to 3 this time, then break. So the program ends there. So that's how break works. So if I change this to continue, what happens? It will go on I equal to 3 equal to, then it will continue. It will skip the 3 and print all the other numbers. Let's see, compile, execute. It will print everything except 3. So that's how break and continue works. So let's try to summarize the statements so far. Selection statements, simple if else, else if, nested if, and also switch case. The next one, iterative statements, while, do while, for each. The next one, transfer statements, break, and yeah. With this, we have completed loops in Java. Now let's move on to the next important concept called object-oriented programming in Java. Some people also call it as OOPS, OOPS concepts. So let's first just look at all the OOPS concepts. First one is a class. Second one is an object. So class is something like a blueprint, and object is the actual or physical, say for example, building. So class is plan for building. Object is a physical building. Third concept is abstraction. So what is this? If you drive a car, you just need to know how to drive it. You do not need how car internally works. So that's the abstraction concept. Fourth one is encapsulation. So you're working on a project, you have to group all related files in the project, say in a capsule. Next, we have inheritance. So you can use one class properties into another class, basically reusability. Then you have polymorphism. If you have data that is represented in more than one form, it's polymorphism. Then we have overloading, different types of overloading. Then we have overriding. Then we have method hiding. Then also we have data hiding. Then we have, say, message passing, also called as injection. Then we have access modifiers. Then we have access specifiers, so on and so forth. We will uncover as we progress. Now, let's look at something important, which is containers. So what are containers? A variable is a container. It can hold only one value at a time. Then we have array. It can hold multiple values, but of same type. To overcome this, we have collections. It can hold multiple values of multiple types with variable size. So what is an object in Java? It is the topmost element in Java. They accommodate and manage all other elements in container. For example, let's say vegetables and fruits. We can put them in a basket or a bag. So the following are the different types of containers available in Java. What are those? First one is class. The second one is an abstract class. Third one is an interface. Fourth one is enum, etc. We will uncover all of these as we progress. Let's see class. What is a class? If we want to represent real world entity in coding format, then we should go for classes. So it's basically a collection of different types of variables and methods. Let's see some examples. So far we have seen so many test classes. Test is a class, demo is a class, say for example, account is a class, person is a class, savings account is also a class name, product, and we have also seen array, index, out of bound exception is a class name, string is a class name, etc. So on and so forth. So we have predefined classes, something like this string. Also, we can user define classes, like we can declare a class in Java by using class keyword. And we have seen so many programs, the syntax looks like this: class and class name. And then some code inside a class, then close it. So after compiling a Java program, .java program, a separate .class file will be created for each class present in Java program.